Hello Michael, you're a third year student at IADT. Tell me, how did you come to decide that further education was for you?
Well, when I lost my job, a situation beyond my control, I didn't want to just hit the pub or something like that and just give up, you know. So I thought I'd get further education, and I came to Ireland and I done my Leaving Cert, and then I got into the Gorey School of Art for a couple of years, and with my portfolio I was accepted in IADT, and after doing the first year I chose fine art.
And tell me, why fine art and not psychology or engineering or some other type of degree? What attracted you to fine art?
Well, I was a precision engineer, that's what I did, and a psychologist basically. I lived in a place where we had to know a lot about psychology to live in that place. Fine art was a challenge. I've always done stuff with my hands, sculptures. I've done guitar building, musical instrument building, and I was always as a kid fascinated by the National Art Gallery in Dublin, and hung out there as a kid. Didn't know anything about paintings, anything. I always just remember Yeats, it's from there, and that was the only Irish artist I knew, and I didn't know so much, but I was always fascinated with art, so that's why I chose to do art. And living in Holland for 32 years, I was surrounded by artists, so that's why. It's also relaxing. When I got divorced, art was very relaxing for me. You know, that I wouldn't go, I'm not someone who goes down to the pub and gets out of it and stuff like that. I just decided to start painting, and it's a timeless time, you know. You use positively the time and your energy.
So is it more of a therapy for you, or is it something that you see yourself doing as a career when you finished college?
It's a therapy in a sense. It's a career. I'd love it as a career if I could make money out of it. I don't really intend to. I might try to do some commercial stuff, but with my art, I like to do what I want. That's what it's about, you know what I mean? It's my own expression, you know, so I don't know if people will like it or people won't like it. I don't really care if they like it or not. It's just what I do. I'm very, very grateful to be able to go to be educated. It's been very hard, but I do like the challenge. If it was very easy, I mightn't go. I might start missing days and wouldn't take it so serious. So it's a part of a challenge. It's also an artist thing to live off nothing. If you can't live off nothing, you better not try art, you know.
Michael, at this stage in your life, going back to college and having to scrimp and save to try and get everything together and, you know, keep food on the table and keep projects and assessments done must be very difficult. How do you feel about that experience now at this stage in your life? You know, it's a lot to ask of anybody at this stage in your life. Would you not prefer to be relaxing?
Of course, I'd like to be out in the southern Philippines, on a little island, house on stilts in the sea, and just painting and doing things and having fun. But I did it when I was very young. But no, it's very hard because I had a very good job before, my own business, and worked in music and I worked in film, and I owned one of the biggest audio-visual studios and schools in Holland. Probably actually the biggest in Amsterdam. I was very successful. I won the Pop Prize 9 times, Silver Harp twice, and the Edison Award once. So now I'm gone down from earning a few grand a week down to living off €80 a week. But that's life. It's another test for me. It might make me a better artist or a better person. I'm not sure, but I'm just doing it. I'm going.
Do you think it's part of your journey in life to do this?
Yeah, well,
that's
I'm spiritual cat, so it's all part of my journey. It's all part of my. I have to look at it like that because I have sometimes you could call it, I have so much bad luck, car breaking down or something, of having to hitch and all different types of things happening, negative things against me. I look at it like it's okay, tomorrow's another day, or something soon will come up. I have to keep optimistic, you know. I love the country of Ireland, not the politics, but the country. I really think it's one of the most beautiful countries, and the food is good. If something came up and gave me the opportunity to live here without stress, I would. But there's other countries in Europe which is just, as we see, it's just so much better, higher wages, lots more accommodation, and more higher standards of living than here, and that's where I'll head for. For example, in Germany and some other northern countries, they're not allowed to put the prices of houses up. Everyone has the right to have a roof over their head, and that's one of the things that's been in Germany for a long time. So they're basically only allowed to sell houses for what the house is worth. Not like in Ireland, people think they can get like 15 times what the house is actually worth. And I find this country very corrupt and very wrong in many ways. You have the same two teams in the final of the political teams every year, the same Fianna Fáil or Fine Gael, the same two, never anything new.
So do you think that the accommodation in Ireland is considered more a commodity than it is in Europe? It's more of a necessity to have, it's a necessity for everybody to have accommodation, but it's considered something that's easily accessible in Europe. It's not considered a commodity. It's not something you buy and sell all the time.
Yeah, it's sad that it's like that, because there's so many young kids who get married or not married or something, and they have a family and they have to live with their parents or something like that. It's very hard for them. For them to go on, everyone else should have the right to have a roof over their head, unless they fuck up that right. You know what I mean?
So, Michael, after you have finished this degree, would you consider yourself a contemporary artist? A successful contemporary artist?
No.
Michael, is there anything you would like to say in relation to advice for anyone considering going back into education at this stage in their lives? As a mature student, what would you recommend is the best thing that they could do for themselves?
Well, if you open learning, no matter what you're learning, it opens doors to your mind, so it betters you. No matter what you're learning, whatever studies you want to study, it betters you. Whether you're working academically or working manually, it does certainly open up doors in your head. I don't want to ever think, whoa, there's nothing more I can do. I always want to learn. It's so open art. That's why I'm amazed at it. Every gallery I go into, whether they're students or masters, I learn something from each person. It's just their expression, whatever someone's expression puts into it, I see something. Maybe not what the artist sees, but I see something which I get out of it, and that's very important for me. That's my road.